As a part of Disney Plus Day, Marvel Studios released an official special look at what's to come in the future of the MCU, where we got new footage, or actually our first footage, for Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and now also Ms. Marvel as well. And we've already previously seen footage from Ms. Marvel actually at the Disney Investor Day last year. We actually got, I think it was like a sizzle reel or something like that, but now we know that the series doesn't even release until summer of 2022 because of some huge delays. But we do have this footage to tide us over for now, and it does look pretty cool, although I do have to be honest that this is probably my least anticipated project coming from the MCU in 2022, and really, out of everything that's been announced, like, I'm not that excited for it, and I know a lot of people aren't either, and that's mainly because of her power change from the comics. That isn't what bothers me too much. I'm just, like, I don't know much about it. I've never been the biggest fan of the character, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. So anyways, let's go ahead and break down this new footage from Ms. Marvel. So we start off with this really cool, interesting shot of Captain Marvel, and it looks like maybe at some sort of like museum or planetarium, because you can clearly see that it's like a statue or something like that, and there's planets around her, so I'm assuming it's some sort of planetarium. And we know that in this series, Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel, is a huge fan of Captain Marvel, and she's going to be kind of what inspires Kamala to become a superhero. And so you can see her just looking up at that, being like, yeah, that's my idol, that is my hero, I want to be just like her. And then as we see later in the trailer, she actually does become just like her. Because right here you can see her powers in use, which again are very different from the comics. In the comics, of course, her powers are to embiggen, where she can like stretch her limbs, and like she's like basically Mr. Fantastic. She's super stretchy. But for the MCU, they're changing it so that she's actually going to be having these magical bracelets where she's going to be kind of basically a genie, and it's going to be some sort of family heirloom where she's basically going to be like Green Lantern but purple, so like a purple lantern, and she can create energy constructs. So you can see like some of this purple energy just flowing around her here, and I mean, it looks cool and will definitely make her fit in more with the other characters when she joins Captain Marvel 2 with the Marvels alongside Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel. So then they'll all have very similar power sets, which I am actually really excited to see that team up. That's going to be a really, really fun trio to see in action. And then we get to see Kamala. One of the big things throughout this series is, of course, her struggle with well, one of the big reasons they're doing the series is for diversity purposes, because she, of course, is Pakistani, and is going to be our first character of that descent in the MCU, or at least major MCU character in the MCU of that descent. So that's going to be really, really cool. And she even says in the trailer, like, you don't see brown girls out there being superheroes, but that's all going to change with Ms. Marvel. And you can see her here looking at the, like, domino mask that, of course, she is going to wear in her final Ms. Marvel costume, which we have seen via leaked set photos and promo art. You can check out my videos on that. And we get this relationship between her and her best friend Bruno, which is going to be really interesting to see their relationship in the series, whether it stays strictly friends or maybe if they get a little romantic, we'll see. But you can see that she's trying on a costume here. Now, this is not her Ms. Marvel costume. This is her Captain Marvel costume, because she is actually going to be, I'm assuming once she gets her powers, it's going to be something kind of similar to like Spider-Man. Before he got his official Spider-Man suit from Tony Stark in the MCU, he had this homemade suit. So before she gets her official Ms. Marvel suit, she's kind of going to be going around in this homemade suit, which again, her hero is Captain Marvel, so she wants to be just like Captain Marvel, so she's made like a homemade Captain Marvel suit, which I believe is also going to kind of double as a Halloween costume, which I think is going to be pretty cool. This is maybe a shot of her villains. I'm not completely sure. It's literally just like 4 figures standing there with like some smoke around them. Could literally be anyone at all. So I really have no idea, but they do look pretty villainous, just because, you know, that's like a villainous thing to do. But you've got Bruno and Kamala there again in her Captain Marvel suit, and it seems like she's getting off to go, or getting ready to go off on her first superhero mission, which I think is going to be fun to see again. Probably going to be the build up to her officially stepping out of the shadow of being just this Captain Marvel fangirl to the end of the series, officially becoming her own hero as Ms. Marvel, just like how we saw in WandaVision, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, how they didn't get their official Scarlet Witch and Captain America suits until the final episode. So that's probably what's going to happen here in Ms. Marvel as well. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the teaser, the end of the new footage for the Ms. Marvel Disney Plus series, of course. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this brand new footage for the Ms. Marvel Disney Plus series. And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.